Well, good morning and welcome to today's video. As you'll hopefully be able to tell by the title of this video, we are about to embark on the greatest multi-species video ever done from shore. We have arrived to the spot. I've got, of course, myself, Ryland Parrott, and my giant James and the Peach. What's that story called? I don't even remember. But anyway, we've got Jeremy Hancock, my fellow guide at Tasman Lake Lodge, and we were about 2 weeks from departure to Tasman. So instead, we are going to be getting ready for lake trout with picker rigs and hopes of catfish, carp, literally anything. We have got a giant river right here in the beautiful Brandon, Manitoba, if you want to call it beautiful. But that is our plan. We've got deep water running along, and we've got pickerel rigs and a 100 pack of worms. So we are literally coming for multi-species, and our first goal is literally anything that bites in the river. So we will hopefully be back with the first species of the day, and that is our plan. We'll see you in a bit. Okay, tick, 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 tick. Let us finally catch a fish here. I'm not gonna lie, we have been struggling, but we are only 10 minutes in. So surely we can catch something, right? Okay, we do have a fish on. First fish of the day. First fish of the day. Be something weird. It feels like a tiny catfish or something. Be a sucker of some sort. Be a sucker of some sort. And it is a tiny, tiny catfish. Well, that is species number 1, if I do not hook myself. Right there. I'm not sure how good of a view that is. I'm probably not going to show that off to the main camera. But that is the first species of the day, and hopefully a sucker will be next. Okay, we do have some biting happening yet again. Okay, fish on. What do we have? Oh, what is that? It is! Okay, we have got species number 2. I was just telling Jeremy about this species, and we've had so many light bites, so that is definitely what we have been getting bites on. But it is just so essential that we did catch one unhooked right there. Species number 2. That is called a stone cat or something, I believe, but an extremely essential species on our hunt. And our second species of the day, I'm going to show him off to the main camera real quick, and we'll get him back in the water.
I'm currently hooked up in a rockfish.
So Jeremy is snagged. And that is our 4th snag on the spot, but we do have our second species, which is extremely essential. Get that fish right back in the water, or that minnow in the water. And now that we're down 4 pickerel rigs, that is not a very good sign to my bank account or to my pickerel rig inventory. So we are going to move spots, and we will have to stop at Canadian Tire, which is not great, but we will meet you at the second spot. Okay, we have now made it to this spillway with our slip bobber set up, which will hopefully catch us something extremely bizarre right on the edge of the current. Pull it out of the current even. Let's see what will happen. What will happen? Get us something, something, please. I'm not sure on depth or anything like that in this current seam. We are just going to hope and pray that there's some sort of fish in here. Okay, it's like, oh, it was almost acting like I got bit, but I don't think I did. Okay. At this time of year, there can literally be all sorts of different species that will come up into these kind of spillway areas and sit in the slack water right on the edge, whether they're swimming upriver or they're swimming downriver, whatever it may be. There can normally be fish sitting and holding in these areas though, which we are hopefully going to find out. Honestly, we probably should be fishing a bottom rig, but we are going to use a slip bobber because we are in hopes of a moon eye, which would take a 1.5 hour long detour out of our way that we are going to have to make later. So that is our plan. I'm going to reel in again. Still nothing on the slip bobber. What the heck? Cast a little further down, get more current maybe. Whatever I do, I just cannot afford to get snagged. I don't want to jinx myself though. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Fish, 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 fish. What is that? I think it's a carp. I believe it's a carp. Oh, please come in. Yeah, carp. I'm pretty sure it is a carp. Okay, 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 okay. Jeremy, my net man, is on his way. Oh, right there. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Oh no!
Hit it? Oh, sorry, buddy.
Okay, so we did not bring a net, but that carp was right there. We are gonna count that as species number 3, which is a very, very good start. I did plan for, I think, 5 or 6 species in a perfect world here. So having 3 right off the bat in only about 45 minutes is a very, very good start to things. But that is probably controversial. Does that count? Does it not? But if it's at your feet and we deliberately did not bring a net, we are gonna count it for now. Okay, fish on, and we have a red tail sucker, a shorthead red horse. We are gonna still count that carp, and we are gonna hopefully count the sucker. I've now got Jeremy on the net. Oh my goodness, yes, Jeremy. So species number 4, we did not bring a main camera down here just because there's a lot happening, but we do have our 4th species of the day, which is a very good sign of hopefully things to come. Hopefully you guys have a good view at this fish. It is now going back in the drink. And now Ryland's pro tip of the day, which I'm not sure if I should be giving any sort of advice, but we've got crazy current happening here. Jeremy's fishing up front and we're just slip floating right in these wicked current seams. As you can see, we've got stuff breaking, water breaking. You can see whenever you got big riffles like this happening in the water, that's water deflecting off rocks. And then we've got just a tiny little bit of slack water. And the best thing to have are pocket worms, which I do have right here. So a worm on a jig head is all we do need. Break it off like that, and there we have 2-for-1 combo meal deal. And we are now going to hopefully find a silver red horse, which is our ultimate goal here in Brandon. If we can get that done, we are in major, major business. So that is the plan, and we will hopefully be back with species number 5. Well, Jeremy and I have now called an audible to come fish the oh so beautiful Wawanesa Dam. And if you want to talk about current seams and pockets full of springtime species, that is about as good as it gets. And if we do not catch a fish here, we know that we should probably just call this video off and go home. So that is our plan. I'm gonna get this camera set up on these rocks and hopefully find species number 5. What do you got, Jeremy? Jeremy is in the game. Species number 5 on the slip bobber. Jeremy, show it to us. Say some sort of inspirational message on how you caught that fish. He doesn't even know. Throw it back. Okay, our stop at Lake Metagosh has not gone how we wanted. However, Jeremy has clutched up and caught a 6-inch or 5-inch bluegill. Wow, way to go, Jeremy. Quite literally weeks ago, or even last week, I was here catching possibly 300 to 400 bluegill a day, which you did see in that catch and cook video. And now it seems like there are no bluegill or crappies left, which is not what we wanted to see. But thankfully we do have a bluegill, but now we are in desperate need of a perch. Pretty much just a perch. If we can get a perch, we're pretty good shape, and possibly even a pike. And then we are going to get out of here ASAP. But thank you, Jeremy, for being clutch. He was joking earlier that he could not catch a fish, and now he is the hero of this video possibly. So that is our plan, and I'll hopefully be back with a 4-inch perch or 4-inch bullhead. Yes. Oh my God. Okay. Species number 7. As you could see, I was casting along there, wasn't really saying much, just because I had almost given up. And we now have our 7th species, which is possibly the smallest perch known to man. But as you can see, I had those tiny little bobber bites, and we are now out of here on species number 7, the clutchest point possibly ever. Well, it is now 6 o'clock and we have now arrived to the wonderful Shell River on our quest. We are still at 7 species, but thankfully for me, the Shell River Fishway has told me how to fish pools. Riffle, pool, and then fish. So thank you to the Shell River for teaching me how to fish current seams, which will be very helpful on hopefully a very quick white sucker. Okay, here goes nothing. Please be a white sucker in here. As you can see, we've got all sorts of water and things happening. Jump up here and I'm literally gonna be casting behind those 2 rocks. That is like the only spot that holds fish in this whole current seam, it seems. Okay, an okay cast. Okay. Don't tell me I lost my worm. Okay, did not lose my worm, thank goodness. Shorter cast, Ryland, shorter cast. Oh, there's gotta be fish sitting behind this. That sign told me there'd be fish back here. Why is there no fish? Please, bobber, just go under. This is like a huge point for us. As you know, we are at 7 species needing to be 8 like now. Oh my gosh. Not on good pace. Last cast pretty much here. Last cast heroics. Will there be an 8th species to be caught? It's so hard to tell on these spots because, as you can see, right, we've got flowing water and really good looking spring stuff that ideally should hold fish and could hold several species, whether that is walleye, pike, rock bass, sucker. We still need a silver red horse at some point as well. So it's so difficult to tell like where to go and what to do and when to give up. But if I can get like, okay, bobber under. Oh, Ryland, Ryland, Ryland. Oh my goodness. Okay. Bobber was under. Bobber was under, and that probably was the fish that I need, and I frickin' lost it. Jeremy is waiting in the truck. I did not bring more worms down, which I definitely should have done, but I just didn't do. Oh, let there be more than one sucker in here. Let there be more than one sucker in here, please. I'm not sure how good you could see from this chest camera, but that bobber just started ticking so lightly. Oh. Okay, it's under. Not with a fish, and my worm is probably gone now. Oh, just like the smallest piece of worm. Okay. I've got like 5 minutes max here to redeem myself. Okay, that looks pretty good. Get right in that current seam. Right there. I'm kind of on the back end of it already. Under. Okay, fish on. Be a sucker. Be a sucker. Be a sucker. Okay, Ryland, do not mess this up. Don't be a walleye. Do not be a walleye. Do not be a walleye. I'm fighting this fish just strongly in the current. Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? It is a frickin' walleye. It is. Whoa, there it goes. Okay. So, probably don't hear many people complaining about a 22-inch walleye, but I am complaining, and I'm going to get one more worm and hopefully redeem myself on that sucker. Hey. We got a fresh worm. Hopefully gonna be awaiting a fresh white sucker. Okay. So that walleye was caught right in here. There's not many situations where you would literally prefer to catch a sucker over a nice walleye like that, but this is, okay, bobber under. Okay, bobber under. Bobber under, what is that? Be a sucker. Be a sucker. Jeremy! Okay, be a sucker. Oh, and it's a big walleye again. No. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, that might literally be the same fish that I just lost. No, frickin' no, no, no. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well. Oh, okay, relax. Relax. Bobber under in the current seam with a beautiful, probably a 24-inch walleye or something. Pretty nice fish. We're gonna get this fish right back in the water and we'll hopefully now find our sucker. Okay, yeah, cast like right in this seam and then let it drift, and the walleyes are like right there. I didn't see the one I just lost though. Could have been suckerish. So as you saw, I just caught 3 walleyes, and now Jeremy is going to come in clutch with a sucker, hopefully. Oh yeah, instantly. Oh, that's some weird, it's a huge rock bass, I think it's a huge rock bass. It is, giant rock bass. Okay, like I said, Jeremy is coming in extremely clutch with a giant point for us on a huge rock bass. Okay, boom, giant rock bass. New species and a Manitoba master angler to boot. We are going to take this fish to the bump board in my truck, get him unhooked. Wow. Jeremy, hold that beast of a rock bass up. Wow. Nice. So that is a huge point. Hey, high five, bud. So as I said about reading water though, Jeremy took literally 1 cast on just a jig head and a worm, which is probably the best multi-species lure ever, and stuck a absolute pig rock bass. That's probably an 11-incher. We're gonna get on the bump board real quick and we're gonna come back and hopefully find whatever else is living in this pool. Okay, we have now measured Jeremy's rock bass. It is a 10-inch fish, which he is now going to release into the wonderful Shell River. Oh, graceful release. There we go. Okay, species number 8. I'm filming myself with my chest camera, which may look a little greasy. But anyway, like I say, fish number 8, and hopefully next will be a white sucker for fish number 9. Oh, he says don't even end it. He's gonna catch one. Okay, I like the confidence, Jeremy. I love the confidence. That was doing bobber under things, hey? Reel that in quick, Jer. So that's where the bobber's been like just getting destroyed. I've got such bad sun glare, I can't even see nothing. Under! Fish! Okay, this is heavier. This is heavier. Oh my goodness. I apologize for the sun glare right now, but I can't do nothing about it as the sun is right in our face. I'm hoping for some sort of huge sucker, but I've been catching walleyes like...
Yeah, it seems like a big walleye.
Really? Big walleye? Oh my goodness. Every single cast on a bobber right now. What is it, Jeremy?
Big walleye, big walleye. Watch the stick, watch the stick.
Oh, not huge, not huge. No big panic. But another like mid 20-inch fish, just crazy. Wow. So a wonderful walleye, probably, what is that, Jeremy, 22, 23?
Yeah, 23.
Something like that?
24 maybe?
Oh, wow. Okay, I'm under again. I wasn't recording. I do not think this is a walleye. Rylan, tighten your drag down, buddy. It's a sucker, Jeremy. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Never have you seen anglers so hyped up about a sucker. Jeremy, get him. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Blue marlin, blue marlin, blue marlin. We waited out all these walleyes for a sucker like this. Grab him, Jeremy. Ooh, ooh, ooh. He's hooked good, but my hook is really bent, right? Yes! 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 Oh my God, I just won the Super Bowl. No, I just caught a sucker. I did not win the Super Bowl, but it is literally just as good for species number 9, which we have right here after catching, I don't even know how many walleye. Jeremy caught that giant rock bass. We've got the 9th species of the day right there, white sucker. Back she goes. And we are now going to head for a mooneye in very short order once Jeremy gets unhooked, because we do have a small chance at a silver red horse here as well. But we are going to take whatever we can get and hopefully find a silver red horse or a mooneye in the later stages of the evening. Well, we are back. I want to be relatively quiet because there are a ton of people around here, but we are now at the Shellmouth Reservoir spillway in hopes of a mooneye. We've been fishing for probably 10 minutes. Jeremy, oh, I've got a bobber under right now. Oh my God, this would be the perfect intro. Well, my bobber was doing bitey things, but we've got mooneye literally surfacing all over. And for anyone who knows anything about mooneye, dusk is good, and small little bits of worm under a slip bobber are also good things to do. And that is what we are doing in hopes of Jeremy being a hero after his just outrageous rock bass point. Jeremy, are you gonna get it done?
I think I'll clutch up for the boys again, of course.
Jeremy says he's built different, so I'm hoping he lives up to that name. He is also referred to as Poppy at Tasman Lake Lodge. So hopefully, hey, you're gonna be never called Poppy again. Oh my God. On. It's too big though. It's too big. Or is it a silver red horse or something? It's gonna be a walleye though. It's definitely a walleye.
No.
Yeah, it is.
Oh yeah.
I kind of thought so too. I'm like, is that silver? So this is definitely going to be a bycatch difficulty as we've had so far today. But when you're catching walleye on slip bobber and current, it does make for some relatively exciting fishing. I promise you. Okay, giant mooneye accomplished right here. Sorry for my camera, but we got it right here. Major giant mooneye. Sorry for that just absolutely terrible footage there, but I was not paying attention, and I do not have a power bank connected right now, so I wanted to rush things as fast as I could. But that is definitely a Manitoba master angler sized mooneye, a giant mooneye. And what is that, species number 10? I believe that is species number 10. So we are going to now quickly try for a pike up top, and then we will hopefully go for a late night burbot action. But there we have species number 10. Well, good evening. We are now at the final spot of the day, the beautiful St. Lazare. I don't know how much of a good look you can see, but we've got deep water and flowing back yetis and all sorts of fishy things. We have been here for probably 15 minutes now. I wanted to get fishing as soon as possible, and we've caught 3 catfish, which were angled by Jeremy, and I have caught 0 fish, and I've lost... I did catch a rock, yeah, and that rock broke me off. So things are not ideal, and as you can see, sun is setting, but we are in hopes of targeting burbot. So if it gets dark, ooh, Jeremy, be a hero.
We'll see.
Awkward silence, please. He needs total silence while setting hook. Come on, Jeremy, this is supposed to be on. Jeremy, give some sort of inspiration. Is it a burbot?
It's small, but it could be a burbot. It isn't fighting like those cats. Yes.
Is this the one?
No, it's a cat for sure.
He said it's a cat for sure. What is that? A burbot! It's a burbot! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Yes! 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 So, thank you, Jeremy, for being the savior of all saviors on that burbot. As he said, it's not fighting like a catfish. And we have caught species number 11. So now we are likely going to head home, sleep for a few hours, and then hopefully We've got 4 species in mind tomorrow. So that is our plan. But for now, 11 species, and I will see you all in the morning. Well, good morning. It is 4:30 in the morning. We are now arrived at this trout pond, which is home to brook trout and rainbow trout. I know I do look rough. I look like $5, but I feel like a million, and that's the most important thing. So we are now going to embark on this trout pond, and we have about an hour. Jeremy is out of bed, which is rather impressive, but would be even more impressive is for him to land a rainbow trout this morning. So that will be the goal, and hopefully we will meet you back with the first fish of the morning. I just came back, my bobber was down. It's a rainbow.
It's running.
Wow, were you running the whole time?
Yeah.
Okay, so I took my GoPro off because we were literally about to leave. I came back to get my bobber, and we have species number 12, I believe, with a beautiful fat rainbow trout after losing one on a heartbreaker scene and now catching one. Things are good, and we can now leave.
4.6 pounds.
Well, welcome back. We have now made it to our final destination after being totally humbled by brown bullheads, which we did not even get a bite from. We are now on the final hour of the challenge, and we have arrived in the beautiful Estevan, Saskatchewan, in hopes of Jeremy's first ever largemouth bass, which he's going to make his first cast on. We've got extremely high water, which is not a great thing, but there should still be bass in the current and in this very structure-like area compared to the open abyss of that. So Jeremy's first cast is made, and we now need a largemouth bass and a pike to hit our somewhat goal, which would give us 14 species. So that is our plan. I'm now going to switch to the chest camera, and I will hopefully meet you back with the first largemouth bass of the day.
Writing this plastic.
Wow, that's good, bro. I got lots of those. Yeah, it's like insanely shallow in this little stretch. Okay, there's the pike. There is the pike on the first cast on the chatterbait. Exactly what we need. Don't snap me off. Okay, money time, money time, money time. There we have northern pike, our 13th species. Literally after Jeremy had some pike messing around on the Senko, we have now caught the 13th species. I'm going to hopefully unhook this fish. I'm supposed to be a northern pike fishing guide, and I cannot seem to unhook this fish. May need a TV timeout, and we will be back. Oh my God. So the fish is now unhooked for species number 13. We are going to send him back, and we now have, what do we have, Jeremy? 31 minutes left to catch a largemouth. So we are going to make a move, and we'll be back with hopefully our final species of the trip. So Jeremy has caught a bass and didn't give me any heads up that he had a bass on. He just said, "Hey Ryland, got it." So I've got no crazy fight footage, although Jeremy did say it was jumping. Jeremy, get this fish right back in the water. You're supposed to be way more excited, Jeremy. We got 14 species, come on. Wow, and there it goes. I have not checked the time, but it's probably in like the final moments. Whoa, filming on the chest camera is not ideal, but what is ideal is that we caught a largemouth, no bullhead, which kind of ruins the entire excursion for me, but we will take it. 14 species is what you need to beat, so if anyone wants to do it, I feel really bad for your fuel bill, but that is our plan. Thank you, Jeremy, lake trout master, not so much sucker master, but he is a largemouth bass master and also a master baiter. So that is very good, and I will hopefully see you guys on the next video. Thank you guys all so much for watching.